Hello, Lego train people. It's Donbot here. Got a huge update. Okay, very productive day. I did get one small package with a part that really didn't matter in, but I did go through my collection and managed to correct a lot of the issues with the train. With the cargo train, I did take some liberties here for now. I do have a sticker pack on the way. That's very temporary. This was just an extra one I had floating around. Everyone knows I have like a million passenger trains. But part of the problem is I still have these white roofs and I still have these dark gray windows. Well, the roofs there's nothing I could do about, and the windows there's nothing I could do about. So this white had to be here. So what I figured I'd do is integrate some more white all along, just to kind of tie it in, make some simple changes here. This and this and this are all wrong. I plan on fixing them anyway. I need to order this door. I ordered the giant door. I don't know how I managed to do that. Yeah, so there's just a couple things like that that need done, but otherwise I think it looks a lot better than it did. All your typical standard stuff. I did switch it to a plow front because I got two of those. But this is working great now. This is awesome. Which leads me to my next part. Since it's on the same line right now. There we go. Come on, get out of there. Aha, this guy. My Caboose. I've made some changes, some major changes. So I did do the Robin Hood's bricks thing because I like a lot of the mods that he's done with his trains. They're actually fairly tasteful. Most of them are pretty good. I did switch this one up a little bit. I also have a slightly different Caboose than him. Mine is based off of that same one, but it's not technically the same. But I did the same thing. I made it so that it is now, you can connect something else to the end of the train, even if this is the end of train device. Still have my little chimney with the little fire. House the same. I just shortened it one so that there's now a back shelf, and I did have that little handbrake crammed in there before, but now actually, you know, it's at least plausible that you could use it. I could put a minifig there. He's actually inside. He's been inside for the longest time. I might take him out and put him on the back now, but yeah, a nice little update to the Caboose. Everything else in the cargo train is pretty much normal. Let's see if we can't get this back. Belongs. There we go. And then the next one is this guy. So my passenger train, the nickel metal hydride mod. I did some adjusting up here just to kind of massage things, make it feel better. I had these JM 7937 sticker tiles that someone had done. A lot of these stickers are incorrect, like that one there. I hadn't removed them because I wanted to, you know, keep homage to the original people. Like a lot of them are messed up, but I think I ordered a sticker set for this. If not, I will order one. I plan on doing a lot of correcting on this build, sticker wise, especially as I get things closer to how I want them. But yeah, so I did a little mod there, cleaned this up. We know this is modded. It's not quite the same front end or anything along those lines, but there you go. A little bit of modification there. I did find another white dot thing that I've been using. And we can pull that forward for now. Alright, our cars. The only change here is that the Jacob's bogie is a little bit better put together. That's really it. And honestly, I don't know if I like this. This one seems wider, fatter. Whenever I had it just 1x4, I kind of liked it, even though that was incorrect for most people's builds. I also removed the slants that were on the back of these since they're permanently connected together and did flat grates. The reason for that is, one, just make them feel more matching other than just the Jacob's bogie. Really wanted them to feel like a pair. But the other reason, and the biggest changes... Come on. Hey, there we go. My modern Caboose, my modern end of train, my passenger Caboose, if you will. I had conceptualized this before, but obviously I've made a lot of changes. I did end up going with the Lego Sydney passenger train rear. I just felt like, as much as I didn't want to do this, I did end up making it as close as I could as the front. We'll talk about the situation in a second. So one of the things that really was screwing with it is that it was like not long enough, and then this black entryway was screwed up. Well, it's still kind of screwed up. This is still a facsimile. This is the original. You can see like that. And this is what I managed to come up with the parts that I had on hand. Now, obviously, I need to make a parts order, and I could have this ready to go. But yeah, this is what I came up with. I got a little thing on the top here, a little light. Again, wanted to indicate this is passenger and yet somehow different. Obviously, the modern kind of connector there. Not bogeyed. I did play with it being bogeyed a little bit. It just wasn't necessary. I used those vents that I took off the middle up here to kind of make it feel more like it's Big Brother on the other side. These I would really like to be gray or red. And I just don't have enough. I just don't have enough. I'd really like there to be a gray one here and a gray one here, and then red and red. Very similar to what I got going on up here. But that just is what it is. The one thing I really don't like is this bump. I'm considering just getting rid of it. The other train is kind of like that as well, and it doesn't really bother me anymore. So I don't know. Maybe I'll move that. Maybe I'll get rid of it. Now has 2 windows. Unfortunately, I do not have a scene inside yet. Barely got this set up. We do got our little brakeman conductor. Gave him his own little brake. Again, with some more lights. I did this plow thing. Now, this white piece actually needed to be modified. It actually has studs on the front, but I had an extra one, and this one was a little bit beat up. And it was actually came chewed in a spot where you can't really see it, but it bothers me. So I modified this one. I shaved off those front bricks so that I could put a coupler flat up against the nose of it. It is still technically 1 plate too high. And if I want to keep this gray bit down here to match the actual train, then I'm kind of stuck on where that goes. I can modify, let's see, you can see here. I can modify this to where this longer piece right here is no longer there, and use another short one, and then that would allow me to bring it up one plate, like you see, or it allowed me to drop it down 1 more plate without the gray pieces hitting the track. Right now, they're as close as they can get without hitting anything. And I'm not sure on the plow. I'm not sold. Again, the idea was just thinking, oh, you know, this is for maintenance of the passenger line or whatever, so maybe they would have a plow. But yeah, this is what I've gotten out of it. I don't know. Again, tell me what you think. Not sold on the little bars. There's no bars anywhere else. In fact, I think it kind of unsleeks the passenger train doing that. Again, I wanted it to be maintenance, but I think there's enough differentiating it from the rest of the passenger train now to know. I would like to fix this problem here. So I think I am going to modify that gray bit, just because you're not seeing under there anyway at that point. And I think it will unchunkify the front a little bit while also allowing me to bring that down. And what that'll do is allow me to have the coupler at the proper height instead of being 1 too high. It's fine for most things, but you know, I know it's going to cause problems eventually. But yeah, there you go. Passenger train, very sleek looking. Super happy with this so far. Need to order some parts, but there's nothing I can do about that again right now. Corrected this train. Yeah. Otherwise, just kind of did some track optimizations. Oh yeah, I'll talk about that real quick. Get out of here. You're in the way. Yeah, so I did end up deploying those 2 bits of 9 volt that I have. I am going to start messing around with 9 volt stuff at some point. these were just a good deal. I could always use some more official track in my setup, so that's what I did. And one of the projects that I'm working on, it might be handy to have some of that in various spots anyway. So, you know, we'll see what happens there. Well, other than that, guys, I kind of don't have a lot going on. I'm just waiting on parts. Whenever I get some of those major parts, including that Keybrick 1 light, I will be doing a full proper review where I'm not just hand camming it on my cell phone and praying for the best lighting I can muster. I'll actually do something proper, and hopefully the parts for this guy get in so I can finish it. But that's it. We're waiting on stuff. However, I think the trains are in the best place that they ever have been. I think they're in the best form that they ever have been. And I'm thinking I want to Jacob's bogey this to this, just because I doubt this will ever be separate from this. And I do want to get another passenger train car at some point. But yeah, that's for another time. Let me know if you guys want to see something else. Let me know if you have any requests, any suggestions. Happy to implement them as long as I have the pieces. Yeah, and hit me up. I'm always on the Electric Bricks Discord. I'm on a couple others as well. You can find me if you really look around and ask around. But, you'll have a good night.